Hey, what's up YouTube? Gorgeous day out today. It's like October 9th or so, and it's got to be at least 80 degrees. Totally sunny, not a cloud in the sky. So I figured I'd go on a little walk here and do a little bit of rambling for you. Got a couple things on my mind. First off, I want to talk about inalienable rights. You hear this come up a lot. People talk about Constitution, Bill of Rights, freedom of speech, Second Amendment, all this stuff. Now, the truth of the matter is, there's only one right given to us by the Creator. And a lot of people are going to get confused on this because they're stuck in the mindset of, man's laws and not universal laws. But the one right that we all have, given to us by whatever creator you believe in, is the freedom to do whatever we're capable of. God never actually came down and said, all right, let me break out my booklet here and jot down some rights that I got to give these folks. That doesn't make any sense. But what he did do is he gave us the free will and the ability to pursue our free will. So let me give you some examples. Right now, if I wanted to, I could take off all my clothes and I could keep walking down this trail buck naked. I could do it. If you're a little kid and you want to grow up, oh shit, Jesus Christ. I don't know about that one, folks. I almost fell in some quicksand here. I think maybe God's a little pissed at me. Change the subject of this video. Let me see if I can get out of here. Alright, that kind of works. Back on solid ground. Lovely, lovely. Where was I? If you're a little kid and you want to grow up and be George Soros and be like a New World Order criminal mastermind, you're free to do that. And that's just how the world works. I'm not going to spin it into good and evil. So there are no universal laws, restricting what men can do. It's men themselves that break out all the specific laws and try to control, influence, and restrict what men can do. The universal law, freedom to pursue whatever you're capable of. My memory card filled up, crapped out at the end, so this is an afterwards edit. Just throw up a still here you can look at while I talk. Just wanted to add a couple other things. Couple more points, comparisons on the universal law, the universal inalienable right versus any kind of laws that man puts out. Take drugs for instance. Now of course drugs are illegal, but if you know where to go and have the money and you're have the ability to procure drugs, you can go and you can get them. Again, there is no universal law that says, oh, you're not allowed to go get drugs, right? It's only man that comes in and starts to try and define and restrict and do whatever. You could take Second Amendment. If you have good CIA contacts, then you can go and get crazy weapons. Bypassing whatever laws man puts out there. And again, there is no universal law. There's no thing that actually restricts you, like says, okay, you're about to go get guns from the CIA, you're paralyzed, you can't move. Doesn't work like that. See, there's the one law that we have, the one inalienable right is to, the freedom to do basically whatever we're capable of doing. So that's the way that I see it. Everything else, when you look at the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and those inalienable rights, really to me what they are, they're rights. They're not even rights. They're things that we hold in such a high regard. We're classifying them as, well, God gave us the ability to do this, which, you know, really he didn't. He gave us the ability to do everything, but we just believe so highly in these specific few things that nobody can touch them. Now I want to talk a minute about the Occupy Wall Street. The more I think about it, the more I realize how silly it is. Now, I admit I wasn't alive in the 60s, so I don't know how that whole protest thing went. But the bottom line is, from my point of view, you can't change the system from within the system. It just doesn't work. JM posted a great video on a blog TV a while back on the Wall Street, the Occupy Wall Street, where all the protesters were protesting with their signs, and then up above on a balcony, about 20 feet up, was a bunch of bankster type people, suits, and they were drinking champagne and they were pointing at all the protesters and smiling. You know, these people laugh because for the most part, happy protests don't affect them at all. You know, it's like right now, if there's a Walmart near you, let's say some people started picketing outside the Walmart, and they were picketing you personally, and they were just bitching about you. Would you care? I mean, at most, you'd avoid the Walmart. But there's like a million Walmarts, so you just go to another one. You know, that's the whole point. So the peaceful protesting just doesn't work. It doesn't change the system from within the system. Now, violence actually works if you win. And that's the zinger. If you don't win, it doesn't work at all, and you're most likely dead or in prison, which most people don't want to be in, so that's an epic fail. So, if we know that peaceful protesting doesn't work, and most likely violence doesn't work, what does that leave us with? Well, it leaves us with trying to figure out what is going to affect the system. And that brings me to occupy yourself. Isn't it brilliant? Come up with this stuff sometimes. So, you know, you get out of the system, you hit them in the pocketbook, and you don't try and change it from within. You change yourself, and you directly affect the system. That's the answer. And I know most of us know this. And when enough people do it, the system is either going to change to what the people want, or it's going to fall apart. That's it. Two options.